Home team, home team. What's happening, home team? This your boy Blakberry Loretz coming at you with another edition of Let's Be Clear, where today we're going to be clear about some of the nonsense your boy been hearing about Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McCloud, and Tyler Allgeier not being proven enough in the league and not being as good as they've already proven to be. First up, we're going to start with Darnell Mooney. And this is Darnell Mooney lined out wide here. This is Ray McCloud lined up inside. He's going to run a 6 route. Darnell is going to run a post, which is the 8 route. As you can see, these DBs are giving Darnell and Ray a lot of cushion because they, based off of their stances, they've barely even had to backpedal any, which means that even when Ray and Darnell were lined up at the line of scrimmage, they had given them an extensive amount of cushion, respecting both of their abilities to get open deep in routes, and respecting their speed. Even though a lot of people say Ray McCloud's not that fast, which on 40 he's not, but his on field play he is very quick, which gets his ability to get in and out of cuts and out of breaks. Allows him to get a lot of separation. So DBs give him that respect by giving him that cushion. He actually led the league in 2024 in the amount of cushion DBs gave him in the league. He had the most, with 8.1 yards of cushion being the average off of the line of scrimmage. Darnell Mooney, in his rookie season in Chicago, led the league in the same category, with about 7.6 yards of cushion when he came to the league. And that was because of his 4.38 40 time that he ran in the combine. So defenses were already on game that Darnell Mooney can get past you, and you don't want it to happen. The respect these DBs are giving both Darnell and Ray are warranted. They deserve, both have earned that respect from defenses, that you don't want these guys to beat you over the top, to get over the top of you, because they can separate from you and get open. So even if these guys, Darnell and Ray are both about 5 yards off of the line of scrimmage nearly, and these DBs they've barely had to move. So that indicates they've given them a lot of cushion from the jump point, from the snap point. Technically, is the amount of yards from the line of scrimmage. If you're going to be very technical about it, it's the amount of yards that the ball is traveling in the air from the line of scrimmage. But as you see here, look how far back Kirk Cousins is from the line of scrimmage. He's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's about 8 yards off of the line of scrimmage. So when he throws this ball, it's going to travel well over 20 yards. Darnell Mooney is already 5 yards off of the line of scrimmage in his route. Watch when this play, so you can see his deep, an example of his deep threat ability. Ball is thrown. Ball travels well over 20 yards in the air. Darnell Mooney got separation, made a man miss, celebrates with some pizzazz. Here's the play again. He catches the ball at the point, well over 20 yards with pizzazz. That's example 1. Darnell Mooney down the sideline. Going foot for foot with a DB down the sideline. And if you look at this, he's not running at full speed. I actually don't mind some of these hiccups in the connection because it's stopping at good points. But not only does he get tugged on there in his pass interference, but he wasn't even running full speed. Now, We should be Gucci. I hope. I think we good now. So watching this play, Darnell, you got Kirk Cousins again about 7 or 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, making his throw. Darnell Mooney has ran this route well outside of the 20-yard range. Ball travels more than 20 yards. Darnell Mooney has a step on his guy. He's not even running full speed because he's looking back for the ball after about somewhere around the 10 to 15-yard range. He's looking back for the ball. He's burnt his guy. His guy has to do PI or this really could have been a touchdown because he's going to run right past Tyrann Mathieu, number 32. He's going to run right past Tyrann Mathieu. That's example 2. I think we all remember that play. This is a post extended out. This is a post. Kirk Cousins giving himself plenty of range to throw this ball to give Darnell Mooney an opportunity to go up and get it. And that's what he does. This is a perfect throw, perfect catch. Also gives you the 20 yards required for it to be considered a deep pass. And it's to Darnell Mooney again. His athleticism and his ability to go up and get the ball. That's example 3. This is just what he put on tape with the Falcons. This is once again against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road, outside on real grass. That's real grass Tampa plays on. Gets behind the entire secondary using his 4.38 speed, using his savvy route running ability. This is a post route to the house. That's a post route to the house. I'm going to give them to you till I get to that one. This one here, not necessarily a deep route as far as the amount of travel that the ball does through the air. But it's his speed to be able to get it, to get outside, to get to the sideline, and get behind the defense. That takes speed. The speed he shows there. This is an 8 route. This is a post. This is a post corner. Ball travels well over 20 yards. Darnell Mooney is there to make the catch. This is not bad coverage by the defender. It's just a better play by Kirk Cousins and Darnell Mooney. His ability to go get the ball. This was last year against Minnesota. This looks like a simple 9 route. This is just a 9 route. That's it. Showing off that speed again. That speed that people are saying he doesn't have. if Kirk Cousins waits maybe like a second longer, he probably throws this into the end zone. He probably throws this in front of him and gets it, and this is a touchdown. But he felt pressure, so he went on through the ball. But Darnell Mooney had to step on two defenders. He could have took that to the house with a second longer in the route. Kind of hard to tell what kind of route this was. This could have been a 6. It could have been a post. This could have been a 4, an extended 4 route. But it was thrown based off of how the coverage looked. So it's a good play, good chemistry there between Kirk Cousins and Darnell Mooney, knowing when to get this ball out, and Darnell Mooney knowing how to cut this route off a little bit. And he had a lot of attention on him. If you can see Bijan there coming out in the flats, Bijan would have had a lot of room to run if this ball goes to Bijan Robinson. But this right here just shows that Kirk Cousins, he trusted Darnell Mooney. He trusted him. He trusted that he was going to know where to stop in that, where to come look for the ball in that zone. Probably my favorite one. Because if it's a better thrown ball by Kirk Cousins, if it's a better thrown ball, it's a touchdown. But he had to turn to catch the ball. Ball's not in front of him. He had got behind. He had outran his defender, and he also outran the safety. This was a touchdown if it was thrown better. He put that in his breadbasket, right over him, in front of him. That's a touchdown. That's a deep threat. Darnell Mooney. That's a deep threat for you. So that was Darnell Mooney. Let me read off some of these stats. Darnell Mooney ran a 4.38 in the 40. He averaged 15 and a half yards a catch in 2024. His longest in his seasons for longs, 53, 64, 56, 41, 49. And he had more than 20 other passes caught between 30 and 50 yards over his career. More than 20 other. His longs are 53. And these are per year. 53, 64, 56, 41, and 49. But he has 20 other catches. More than 20 other catches that were between 30 and 50 yards. Then you have he led the league in cushion percentage for a receiver in 2020, his rookie year. That's because defenses were respecting that 4.38 speed. And then, of course, he was 7th in the league in that same category in 2021. Got hurt in 2023. In 2022, he got hurt in mid-season. In 2023, the Justin Fields experience happened in Chicago. And then he comes to Atlanta, and his average cushion given was 6.5 yards in 2024. Just so happened last year, another Falcon led the league in cushion percentage, and that was Ray McCloud. That's respect. That's respect for your ability to separate from defenders. People look at it's not always just about speed. Ray McCloud and Darnell Mooney have earned the respect of these defenses. They've earned the respect of these defenses that they can separate from you and get deep on you and get behind you. They can get both Ray and Darnell can get behind you and separate from you. Ray McCloud didn't have a real fast 40. I think he ran like a 4.5 or something, like a 4.5 flat in the 40-yard dash, which is not very fast. But his ability to run on the field and to come in and out of breaks is very quick. And he gets separation very quickly and very easily. So defenses have been giving him the most respect out of any other receiver since 2024, with giving him more cushion than anybody else they've given cushion to in the NFL. He leads the league with 8.1 average. Drake London, 13th in yards over the last 3 years, 6th in yards the last 2 years, 14th in receptions since 2023, 17th in touchdowns since 2023, 10th in average yards since 2023, only 0.2 yards less than Jamar Chase since 2023. He's 9th in receptions in 20. Let me make sure you understand clearly that last stat. He's 10th in average yards in average yards of play. He's 10th in average yards of play since 2023. That's only 0.2 yards less than Jamar Chase per play. He's 9th in receptions in 24. He was 9th in receptions last year, and he was 4th in yards last year. So for everybody saying Drake London not a true number one, Drake London don't know how to separate from from defensive backs. Drake London isn't as good as people thought he was. He's already proven to be as good as he has been. He's already proven to be as good as he has been. Then there's Tyler Allgeier. 1,000-yard season his rookie year, averaged 4.4 yards a carry over his career, 49 receptions in his career, his long being a 75-yard reception. And he has about 430-some yards receiving. Now, of course, after his rookie year, here comes Bijan Robinson, who's going to take most of the load. He shared the load with two other backs who got more attention than he did initially, and he still had a 1,000-yard season. And he dressed for 16 games, but he only got playing time in 14 of them, and still had a 1,000-yard season. But of course, now sharing the workload with Bijan Robinson, and Bijan Robinson being basically the bell cow, Tyler Allgeier's numbers are going to go down, obviously. But he's still averaging 4.4 yards a carry, which means you give him the ball 2 times, you find yourself in third and very short. You find yourself in 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Give him the ball again, you got a first down. So I don't understand why I'm seeing posts about Falcons fans being delusional because they think, and I'm paraphrasing, but Falcons fans being delusional for wanting to see the Atlanta Falcons use Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier the same way Detroit Lions use Jahmyr Gibbs and Dave Montgomery. It's asinine. It's asinine to think that Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier can't be used exactly the same way that Jahmyr Gibbs and Dave Montgomery are used in Detroit, because they absolutely can be. In fact, Tyler Allgeier is probably more valuable than David Montgomery. He's a little younger. He's a little bigger. A little stronger. And he's actually a little bit better as a pass catcher. And they're probably about the same when it comes to blocking. Darnell Mooney runs a 4.38. He's probably not as fast as Williams in Detroit, but he's fast enough. I just showed you the tape. And he's athletic enough. He's just as much of a deep threat as anybody else in the league. Drake London is a surefire number one receiver. He has the numbers to prove it. Even with poor quarterback play over the last 3 years and poor coaching over the last 3 years, he still put up number one receiver numbers. He has. So, for those of you who say Darnell Mooney isn't a deep threat, I just proved you wrong. Same thing for those of you who say Drake London ain't a number one receiver. Same thing for those of you that say Tyler Allgeier can't do what David Montgomery can do. Same thing for those of you that say Ray McCloud is an issue. Because he's not. Or saying that Ray McCloud he provides nothing to your offense. He was the best third down option in the league last season over anybody in football. And he led the league in cushion percentage with 8.1 yards of cushion given on average when he lined up. So those are the facts. This is that. And let's be clear. Peace.
Hey. Say.
Let's be clear. Shoo! I